This is the Insta360 X5. It is the latest and it's probably the best consumer grade 360 camera so far. But how does it compare to the X4 and the X3? Because there is about £100 difference between these models and £100 difference between these models. So in this video, I'm going to work out which is the best Insta360 360 camera for you and your budget. So as you can see, I don't think there's a great deal of difference visually between the X5, the X4 and the X3's reframe footage at 24 frames per second. I have made this video in a 1080p project, and when it's played back at 1080p there isn't a great deal of difference between the three when we're looking at reframed 360 video. So all of these cameras have the following modes common to all. They have video mode in 360, they have video mode in single lens mode, and they have something called me mode in single lens mode. So I'm going to be comparing those three modes for all three cameras, but I'm also going to try out PureVideo mode on the X5, which is a new mode, and InstaFrame mode on the X5, which again is a new mode. I do think me mode looks a little bit different, with the X5 being the best me mode. For the X4 me mode, I had the camera pointing the wrong way, or the orientation the wrong way, so apologies for that. But definitely the original X3 me mode just looks washed out and not as good as the other two. I don't think there's a great deal of difference between the X4 and the X5 in me mode. I think they both look very good. Now in single lens mode, I do see a difference between all the cameras. In the X5, I think the single lens mode is the best. It shows the best dynamic range and the best detail. In the X4, it's really not as good, and I think the X3 is worse still. So if you're interested in these cameras for potentially using single lens mode, then definitely the X5 stands out, and the X5 has PureVideo mode in single lens mode as well. So here I'm doing PureVideo in the single lens mode, and I'm also walking in a dark area of the forest, and this is really going to show the differences between the cameras. The X5's PureVideo mode is much better than the X4's just normal mode, and it's an awful lot better than the X3 single lens video mode. All of these single lens modes are in 4K. Now what I've done here is I have gone back to that dark bit of the forest, and I've used the X5 in PureVideo mode 360 and reframed it, and then I've compared it to the X4, and I think there is a big difference here. The X4 looks okay, but it is a little washed out compared to the X5 in PureVideo mode. The X5 is much better in PureVideo mode reframed in this dark area, although the X4 is okay. The X3 really is not that much worse than the X4. The X5 is definitely the winner here. Now, as I was out in this area, I decided to do a bit of filming with InstaFrame, and InstaFrame is only in 1080p, but I do think it looks quite good, and it just allows you to film yourself without having to do the hassle of reframing later. And here I'm using the X5 to do a time lapse because I'm moving to another area for filming. Now here we can see we are inside, and this is quite a challenging environment because it's quite dark, but there's lots of light. PureVideo handles it really well and has a good dynamic range. The X4 doesn't have PureVideo mode, this is just the normal X4 mode, and it handles it okay. It's looking a bit washed out, and by the door there isn't much in terms of dynamic range. It's just very bright and it's clipping. And the X3 is okay, it's to be as expected. It's not as good as the X4, it's a lot grainier, and it's no ways as good as PureVideo, but like with everything, the X3 is passable. So in conclusion, you can buy all of these cameras now. Insta360 are still selling them, and there's about £100 difference between them, with the X5 being the most expensive and the X3 being the cheapest. Now if you just want a 360 camera and you're not too bothered, or you're going to be working in 1080p, the X3 is certainly passable and will get the job done. If you were picking between the X3, the X4 and the X5 is obviously the best. The X5 has a lot of features over the X4 that can make it easier to film, or can make filming quicker. and that is really the audio and the InstaFrame and the PureVideo. So PureVideo is very good, I think, for low light and as an action camera, and you can use that in single lens mode and you can use it in 360. I think that is really good. InstaFrame just means you don't spend so long editing or reframing your 360 videos. You're always in frame, which is really useful, and it has some other modes as well, and you can see that in my InstaFrame video. But the other bonuses are that you can use the X5 works much better with Bluetooth microphones. It works with Insta360's wireless microphone very well, and you can also plug in USB audio, which is something we haven't seen before. I know many people go on about the replaceable lenses, and that may be a selling point for some people. I've never damaged my 360 camera and had to replace a lens. The X4 has detachable lens guards, and of course you can get sticky lens guards for the X3. So if you are worried about damage to the lens, you don't necessarily have to go for the X5. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you have any comments.